Hey, what is going on the YouTube? This is Robert, and today I am bringing to the full drop list for this week, which is week 7 of the fall winter season. And yeah, it's a pretty decent week this week, to be honest. Now, obviously, we have the full teas dropping, but within that, it is obviously going to be a decent week because of one specific thing. It's got a box logo. Like, yeah, there's a box logo dropping. It is a box logo long sleeve, and you know how much I love my long sleeves, and yeah, this is just one of those weeks where I just hope I can hit, you know, just let me relive full winter 18 again. Let everything go well, let me hit, and let me get a personal in that green or that orange. You know, I would take either one of those, but yeah, let's just get into this drop list anyway. Okay, so it's actually been about like 6 hours since I've like sort of waited on the full list to come out, just so that we have all of the retails and everything to do with it. And yeah, now that we have all of it, we can go through it. So first and foremost, we're just going to start off with the obvious that I am so happy about. Like, yeah, I mean, it's blatant when it's a box logo piece that a lot of people are obviously like, yeah, finally box logos and what like have you, but for me personally, it's a long sleeve and I just love my long sleeves. So yeah, I have about 7 long sleeves, I think, and yeah, like, this would be great. This colorway would be great. Like, personally, it'd be amazing for me to get this forest green colorway to match the other forest green. If I could relive that full winter 18 time, you know, it'd be all around good. But personally for me, there are a couple of colorways that I have like sort of listed that I would sort of rank them by, just in my opinion, and just, yeah, that's it. It's my opinion, so you don't have to like it at the end of the day. Everyone else will have a different opinion for which colourway is their favourite and which is the best. But personally for me, I would say that it's going to go forest green and orange at the top, with like the top 2. Then we're going to have purple and black being the next ones. I'd probably say navy is going to be next. I'm going to go heather grey. I'd say red. And then we're going to go white, and last will be yellow. That is sort of my order for how they go. Personally for me, I'm going to be trying, I'm just going to try forest green tomorrow. I think that the orange is going to go very quickly. It's a very clean colourway, and yeah, there's nothing else to really say. Especially with Halloween coming up, you know, that would be a really cool piece to have. I am just going to disclose there is going to be somebody running for a couple of colourways for me, so yeah, I'm not going to act like they aren't, because personally I really do want a personal in one of these, whether it is the green or orange or black or purple. I don't mind at the end of the day. I'd love the green, but orange would also be really cool. But yeah, that is the first item for this week. Next up, we've got the Colgate toothpaste, where a lot of memes and jokes have obviously come out about it. Personally for me, if it's in stock, you know, after I've got a couple of pieces, or when I go for the pieces after I take my W or L on the long sleeve, then I'll probably add this with a couple of the other pieces that are releasing this week. That's if it's still in stock, obviously, but yeah, it's just, it is what it is. You know, I'd get 1 or 2 of them and that'd be that. They probably sit on the same place as like the Luden's cough drops and a couple of other pieces like that, or throat sweets, or whatever they are. They'd sit with that, and that'd be that. Next up, just because it's recently been added to the list, it's going to fluctuate, but yeah, this would probably be further down. It's just that it's not got many dislikes currently, which is why it's so high up, which is going to be the wide rib beanie, which personally isn't actually that bad. Personally, black colourway, that's about it for me, and we move on. Moving straight onto the Futura logo crew neck, and yeah, I mean, this is obviously quite high up on the list. It was going to be quite high up on the list just because of what it is, the Futura logo at the end of the day. Personally for me, it's okay. It's not really all that for me. I do like the grey, the blue and the black colourways. I think the red with the white is nice as well, but those are the 3 that I actually really like as an overall. I think the royal light blue is really cool, and yeah, obviously all retails are also up on screen, so if you are wondering about them, they are there. But yeah, next up is going to be the big logo beanie. Personally for me, one of these 3 colourways, definitely, like this red, blue or green, or even the purple is really nice. The black and purple are really nice. The orange you could possibly match with the box logo. Saying that, So yeah, but I do really like these almost like plaid colorways that are going on. Definitely the blue is really clean, but yeah, that's making me think about going for one of these two just so that people can match up with box logo and tee. But yeah, moving on to another one of the tees, we have the Sun Tee. A lot of people compared to, I believe it was the FTP tee or FTP Sun Tee that released. Personally, I think it's quite cool. Probably in a black colorway, size XL is probably just going to fly in it. And for me, I might end up going for it, but there are a couple of other tees that I'd like to look at beforehand before I decide on what I'm actually going to completely go for. I mean, obviously the first piece is going to be the long sleeve, but other than that, it's going to be a beanie and a couple of other pieces that I'm going to be attempting for. But yeah, we'll see. Next up, we have the Smurfs Tea. Personally, I'll probably end up going for this. I just need to see what some like the other colorway mock-ups end up looking like before I decide. I really like the font on the back. Personally, I wish that they'd done the sort of mock-up graphic that people have been putting around, but yeah, it's cool nevertheless. So yeah, and it's just a massive graphic. So we're then also getting a sun pin, so yeah, that's dropping. One of the tees or two of the tees are also that are dropping this week are also in relation to the Wu-Tang Clan. I'm not going to act like I know. I've said before that I'm not, you know, all that about things, but yeah, they are releasing this week, which I actually think it's this one. Yeah, the Clientele tee is the one that is in relation to it. So yeah, previously Supreme have released a Supreme Clientele tee, and this is just another variation at the end of the day. So yeah, that's about it, to be honest. Yeah, I haven't really got much else to say in the end. I think that this looks a little bit better than the previous one where they had the Supreme Clientele, but yeah, that's just my opinion for it. I like just the font in general. Maybe a black large or black XL would be decent just to pick up and hold in this, but yeah, that might be one of the tees that I go for. But yeah, I'm still a bit undecided. In the end, I'll probably have to decide by tonight as to what I really want. Next up, we have the Ultra Fresh tee. I'm guessing that's just in relation to the toothpaste. It's not really a tee for me at the end of the day, but yeah, it's a cool one for them to do, I suppose. We then have the Scratch tee. Not really for me again. They released a tee last season, I believe it was, or the season before, that was basically the same. So for me, yeah, this really doesn't do anything overall. And we move on to the Fox Racing pieces, which people really aren't fans of. But personally, I do actually like the colorways that they have used. They remind me of the F1 pullover that they released like 6 or 7 years ago. And yeah, that's about it. I just like some of the colorways. I think that the pieces look clean as an overall, but people aren't really happy with them, so yeah. We then have a Velvet Camp Cap releasing. Yeah, it's not for me. I would say that probably the blue or the black colorway are the best in my view, but that's about it. I believe one of the final tees is going to be this tee, which is the Pills tee. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of it, to be honest. And then we move on to the Stonewash Sweater. Black colorway and the blue, again, were just two that I was okay with this in, but I think people are going to be focusing on other pieces this week as an overall. Again, another Fox Racing piece, obviously from the lookbook. This one, not so well received. I like the hoodie a lot more than I like this jacket. It really doesn't do as much for me. I think the hoodie looks a lot better. I think that the grey and the orange in the puffy jacket looks a lot better than the hoodie version with that colourway. But as an overall, the hoodie is just better. We then have this Minecraft-esque piece releasing called the Technical Field jacket. It folds down into a very small piece, obviously, like some nupsies or nupsies and such can do, but as an overall, it's not it. So we move straight on to the Fox Racing Sweatpant. For this, I'd probably say that the black colourway or the grey colourway are going to be the better ones, just because this is very vibrant in the sweatpant, this colourway, and yeah, as an overall, I just feel like those two are just going to be the better ones for this. Now we're moving to the last couple of pieces that realistically aren't doing so well. First, we finish off with the final Supreme tee. It is what it is at the end of the day, so we move on to a tartan flannel shirt, which, yeah, I actually like this pink colour, but apart from that, it's not for me. We have the Dragon hockey jersey. I was actually kind of a fan of this piece when I first saw the lookbook, just because of the dragon. Now that we're revisiting it, not so much. I think that the black colourway looks cool with the green. I really like red, so the red dragon looks a lot better for me personally, but as an overall, it's a bit of a yikes. We then have a Precision 6 panel releasing. Yeah, we'll move on to the Lamp short sleeve top. If anyone knows what this acronym means, please tell me, because I made a meme about this already at the beginning of the season, which is just here. And yeah, I literally just had to cut off the top and just move it down and sit it, and that's all it took. So yeah, they had one like this before where it was easy and we just changed it to lazy. So this is another one to join the collection. The last piece for this week is going to be the Compact Dot Rayon short sleeve shirt. Oh wow. I'm not looking at that again. So that is going to cover this week's drop list, and yeah, personally for me, like the top third, I'd say, are where all of the good pieces are, because they've obviously got their votes. There are a couple of pieces here and there that are also good, but as an overall, that is it. Personally for me, it's going to be as simple as box logo long sleeve tee. Yeah. Toothpaste, if I get it, you know, in a double cart with something else, which will either be like the wide rib beanie or the big logo beanie. I'm feeling that blue, purple or orange colourway for obvious reasons. I think that the latter two, you know, are good choices. Black colourway is also a solid choice. Other than that, the Smurf Tea or the Clientele Tea are going to be on my radar, and that is going to be it from me. So, as per norm, let me know down below what you're going to be going for this week. Bit of a delayed reaction for me to do that. And yeah, what size, what colourway? Did you get an in-store slot to get a piece instead? And other than that, what's your favourite colourway in this? I'll probably put a poll on the community tab of my channel, just asking, you know, what colourway are people's favourites. I'll split it and then we can see tomorrow what people are feeling. But yeah, that is about it in the end. So I hope you have a good day, and I will see you all next time, which is tomorrow obviously, for a live cop. Hopefully it goes well, but yeah. Peace.